Boo babies! It's your foggy friend Lonesome, here to raise the curtain on a Las Vegas haunt you won't find in your average strip mall seance. I'm talking about the Beverly Theater. Nestled downtown where the ghosts of indie cinema past come to party. This gorgeous ghoul of a venue is not your everyday popcorn palace. No siree. This place serves up foreign films, cult classics, live performances, and literary events that'll have your spine tingling with culture in the new paranormal. Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins, please welcome Courtney Davis. Courtney, let's begin with a lightning round. Favorite movie?
Heart and Souls.
Excellent ghost movie. Favorite Halloween costume?
Well, as a child, it was Strawberry Shortcake. It was in the 80s, so it was like plastic, and I got to wear lipstick, so I was really excited about that.
Why did the girl put lipstick on her head? Because she wanted to make up her mind. If you could describe your role at the Beverly Theater using only 3 emojis, what would they be?
So you know the hand with the hearts. So that one, probably the ninja, and then also the lady behind the laptop.
Very nice. What is one team building activity you think every company should try?
I think every company should do improv games.
Interesting. When was the last time you did something for the first time?
2 months ago when I took improv classes.
How wonderful. Now, Courtney, what exactly is the Beverly Theater?
We are the first independent art film house in Las Vegas.
Yes, this place has sound systems fancier than Dracula's coffin hinges, and a perforated exterior that casts shadows like a seance at sunset. Now, what do you do there exactly?
So I handle all things events, sales, planning, and just making sure clients have a great experience here. So anything outside of the normal film programming that you see happening.
Can you describe your process for securing event bookings? What's usually on your to-do list? Or should I say, to-boo list?
Yes, so I begin with a discovery call, and so that just gets the client and myself time to connect with each other and a better understanding of their event. Then a proposal and site visit follows. And then once we are in the booking process, I really like to be hands-on with any vendor recommendations and how to utilize our space to the fullest. We have a lot of capabilities and people kind of don't know what all we can do. And so I just kind of make sure that we're in a position where we can be as useful to them as possible.
I went to an event in space. It sucked. Guess they didn't plan it well. The Beverly Theater celebrated its 2nd anniversary by screening Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. I personally would have made it a Star Trek poetry event, but that would have required a long list of pros and cons. Get it? Pros, like the style of poetry, in cons? You know what? There are hundreds of jokes in this show. Not all of them are going to be winners. Courtney, how might you describe the perfect event?
You know, a perfect event is when the client's goals are met, when their expectations are met, you know, when their guests show up, when things go off as they planned. When everyone's connected, the vibe is there, you know, and not everything going perfectly necessarily, but with everyone working together for that common goal of like everyone having a great time, everyone experiencing what was created for them to experience.
Do you attend all your events?
I do.
Do any of your computer programmers on staff attend your events? What do they wear? Do they have a dress code? I'm just playing. Courtney, how have events at the theater changed from your first day to now?
We have worked out all the kinks. We're in our like smooth butter era now. Our capabilities and what we can do, like we've done so much. Like we've done a live podcast recording, we've done a live music performance recording where we had a whole choir come in and 200 people singing in the venue. Everything from those to like meetings. We have a lot of film premieres also. You know, we did Pamela Anderson's The Last Showgirl at the beginning of the year as our first event of this year. It was wonderful. So yeah, events have definitely evolved and they're still evolving.
You say you're in your smooth like butter era now, but what about your rough as sandpaper era? Any horror stories you could share?
You know, it's really about making the dreams come true. You know, there's hardly any nightmares. And I think even at the beginning, it was more so like, what can we do? How much can we stretch the building? You know, we've been there, you know, I don't want to like call anyone out specifically, but we've been there to really catch clients when they fall. You know, if the files don't, you know, are corrupted or something doesn't work on their end, like we've really pulled together and been there to, you know, make sure that on the guest facing side there's nothing wrong. And I think that's when your job is done, is when you can make everything look super easy.
What is one piece of advice you have for people trying to break into this business?
My biggest suggestion is for you to get on LinkedIn.
Ah, LinkedIn. Yes, yes, yes.
LinkedIn is where business happens. LinkedIn is where the events industry happens. And so you get on LinkedIn and you find people that are doing what you want to do and you ask them questions. You find a company that you want to work for and you reach out to that hiring manager. You just don't let up. And people generally want to help, right? So if someone reaches out to you and they're like, hey, I love what you're doing. Can you answer some questions for me? Or, hey, I love what you're doing. Can you help me? People are like, you know, it kind of strokes their ego a little bit too, because they're like, oh, okay, like this person thinks that I know what I'm talking about. And also, you know, it just feels good to help people. So don't be shy, get on LinkedIn.
I would use LinkedIn, but I can't because I'm a ghost and you probably won't even see my profile picture.
Someone I worked with in LA at the time was like, you got to get on LinkedIn. That's where the party is. And I'm like, okay. But then, you know, I'm starting out, I have like 50 people I'm connected to. And then really you just start connecting with everyone in the industry and no one's going to turn you down. So it's like the fastest place to up your game on social is LinkedIn. So get on LinkedIn, reach out and just start working and start learning as much as possible. Do every job that you can, anything that comes your way, even if it's something that you don't want to do. Say yes, and then just keep saying yes and keep saying yes, and then you'll eventually have a tool belt and you'll look up and you'll be like, oh, okay. Now I've been doing this for however many years. Yeah.
Yes, if you're undead or just underwhelmed by chain theaters, float your bones over to the Beverly, where the film is always art and the vibes are always super natural. Visit thebeverlytheater.com, follow them on socials, or better yet, whisper it into a mirror at midnight, and I'll see you there, if you dare. Ooh, Courtney, thank you for shooting the sheet with me today.
Thank you.
My friends, I must ghost you for now. Until next time, goodbye.